Jack Smith.
Apes. What the fuck is wrong with you, apes? You're a bunch of goddamn dirt worshipping apes. This is your internet buddy, Jack Smith. Your wonderful internet buddy, Jack Smith. And today, I don't know. Today I wanted to talk about well, I don't know. We dropped a fucking MOAB. We dropped a fucking MOAB on ISIS. I mean, not we. The army did. Orange Man dropped a fucking MOAB. This is after throwing a bunch of cruise missiles at an airport over there in the most terrible place on earth. One MOAB. I mean, and like the idea of the MOAB, it's like the biggest non-nuclear bomb. So I guess it's okay then, you know. So why don't they just make stuff bigger than the MOAB and use that since it's okay, you know? I don't know. And the Democrats are now condemning dropping the MOAB after praising using the cruise missiles. What? Who the hell knows? All kinds of crazy shit going on. Fake North Korean threat. What the fuck is this bullshit about North Korea suddenly on the radar as some sort of threat? I mean, maybe they're a threat to Japan, but like Japan could wipe out North Korea with its pocket money, for fuck's sake, and China wouldn't do a goddamn thing. So, I don't know. It's a bunch of goddamn bullshit. It's a smoke screen. What's really going on? That's what Jack Smith wants to know. What the fuck is really going on? For God's fucking sake. But I'm off on a tangential rant about nothing, as Jack Smith is often wont to do. Sometimes I gotta rein myself in. But what Jack Smith wanted to talk about today was a question I've seen in a number of videos on the YouTube. Jack Smith watches the YouTube and watches the YouTube people. And there have been a bunch of very well-spoken transgendered ladies. Transsexual? Do they say that anymore? I don't even know. Jack Smith is not keeping up. I don't have my finger on the pulse of pop culture to know what the fuck is going on. But this, as far as wordplay goes, it's like the era of trans. Everything is trans. Jack Smith is a post-humanist. So, trans really doesn't come into it. But those who are not in the know use the term transhumanist because, it's very exciting to think of like having a bionic arm or something. So these transsexual or transgendered ladies on the internet have been posing the question, is transgenderism a mental illness? And they came to the conclusion that the body dysmorphia is an illness. The transgenderism is the cure or treatment of that illness, which is, you know, I get that. I get that. Now, transhumanism, is that an illness? Is there a being dysmorphia that is the seed of the transhumanist movement? Very good question. Very good question. Hadn't thought about it till these transgendered ladies kind of turned me on to it. And by the way Jack Smith falls on that line of thinking, which side of the fence Jack Smith falls on? Yes, body dysmorphia is an illness. But who cares? There's plenty of functional, mentally ill people out there in the world. Hell, all socialists are, to a degree, fucking religious people. People who have reality dysmorphia to the point where they have to believe in like magic spirits, you know? Is that a mental illness? Yeah. As much as anything else. But with the transhumanists and the posthumanists, do we have being dysmorphia? Not really. I mean, I can only speak for Jack Smith. Jack Smith just understands that the source of all human problems is the result of consciousness being a byproduct of human physiology. The consciousness that is Jack Smith is created by an animal. While animals are brilliant for being the, you know, universe's way of randomly generating consciousness, yeah, that's super cool. I mean, as far as luck goes, you know, it's infinity to one against Jack Smith's existence. So I feel quite lucky. But I should have drunk more coffee before I started this fucking thing. I can't, I don't know where I'm going. Jack Smith doesn't write anything down because he's lazy. So anyway, yeah, animals generating consciousness, bravo. I give the universe props for, you know, a logical chemical reaction that could generate awareness of itself, as far as consciousness being the part of the universe that is aware. But understanding that it is within the realm of possibility to create a better, a more efficient environment for consciousness, generator of consciousness. That is not a mental illness. It's just fucking smart. So yeah, transhumanist, trans consciousness, not an illness. I mean, those fucktards who are all about wanting to be a cyborg, which is just an ape with fancy shit attached to it. Yeah, those fucking retards are mentally ill. They're just stupid. Which is stupidity a mental illness? Well, stupidity is a result of individual physiology, so it is as much of an illness as, you know, what is traditionally called mental illness. It's all the same thing. Consciousness is produced by individual brain structure, just like, you know, whatever I was going to say. Whatever I was going to say. Something. It was something, and it was going to be clever and cute. So, anyway, thank you to those transsexual ladies, transgendered ladies who made Jack Smith think about this, because I appreciate anything that inspires me. And as far as your mental illness, I'm cool with it if you're cool with it. I mean, interestingly, Jack Smith historically, I don't know, I once knew a transgendered girl, transsexual girl, back in the day. Cute as a button. Cute as a goddamn button. Met her when she was a boy. She was beautiful. Just shockingly beautiful. And, you know, she was fine as a gay dude when I met her. But looked like a beautiful woman. And then the modeling jobs came. You know, she was quite successful. I would walk down the streets of Manhattan. I would see her on the top of every cab. Every cab. She did a, I don't know, she was a Beefeater's gin? No. Johnny Walker? Maybe Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker ad, and, you know, I would see her all over the place on billboards and store windows and stuff, and beautiful. And then suddenly she wanted to become a woman. And I thought, Jesus Christ. That's fucking crazy. But, you know, she's been a woman for decades and is really successful as a woman. And nobody can tell the damn difference. So, you know, thought she was crazy at the time, but hey, am I right? Am I wrong? Doesn't matter, because it's just a bunch of, it's human stuff. Human stuff. Humans are apes. Humans are the cause of all human problems. Humans cause their own problems and cause other human problems. This is why we must become machines. So, running out of time. All right, people. So, yeah. Go fuck yourselves with a MOAB. Interestingly, the MOAB, when I saw a picture of the MOAB, it didn't look like Jack Smith thought. I pictured the MOAB looking like, you know, one of the original hydrogen bombs, Fat Boy. It was like a big fat bomb. That's what you got to make the MOAB look like. You don't want it looking like this long, skinny, you know, long, skinny rocket thing. That's like, no, you got to make it round and fat, like a big fat bomb, right? Like it's the Burgermeister Meisterburger of bombs, right? So anyway, Jack Smith out.